Hell yeah. Welcome to High Noon. I'm supposed to wait for Will to talk, but not today. I'm too amped up. There's too much going on. We have... Go ahead.
No, don't let me stop you.
There's too much going on. We're deep in the 3K freeze-out in this room. There's the final 26 of the Millionaire Maker, the final table of the Salute to Warriors, the 25K PLO Day 2. I made Day 2 of Deuce to 7 single draw. Whatever. We're not on the money yet, but that's equally important. Tons going on. Lots of hopium in the air. We have Mizreg Matt Berkey behind us. Too many names to name. My coach / mentors, both of the two poker minds who've helped me the most at the same table back here. Who will win? Rob Kuhn and Daniel Lazarus. These are all very self-centered teasers, but there's a lot of hope in the air. Mike Matisow had a deep run, a sweat yesterday after we saw him. But first, how are you, Will? I don't know. You do the intros from now on.
Did you prep all that?
Does it seem like it?
At the beginning, it did. So wait, Rob Kuhn is one of the poker minds that has helped you the most?
Yeah, I haven't done a lot of studying.
What has he helped you with? Eating?
No, he's helped me. Actually, it's funny because Daniel, in all seriousness, he's kind of like the Alex Jones of ICM, much like these seniors are. And D-Laz is highly studied at ICM, so I got a piece from both worlds, street poker and then semi-street poker. But yeah, Rob Kuhn was coaching me for a while.
So Bob Kuhn thinks ICM is a conspiracy.
Oh, the government is behind it. Obama, everyone. Adrenochrome.
Obama made up ICM. So is Daniel Lazarus the person that won a tournament as Ali Imsirovich's horse?
Yes, yeah, at my house. Two people have won bracelets from my house.
Okay.
And neither are me.
All right. The picture's becoming clearer here.
No.
Is this Deuce to 7 Badungi event you're playing, does that make you live for the Triton competition or no?
No, the punter's pad one. I mean, not the punter's pad one, the other one. It makes me live for a bracelet, though. It makes me very live for a bracelet. 160 people left, 83 get paid. I mean, we're still got a ways to go. But bagging chips when you're having this bad of a series, yet to profit 4 figures, is very, very exciting.
Well, you know who's not having a bad series? Mike Gordinsky. Started off with a terrible series. Had the most insane thing happen to him I've ever heard of, honestly. He's a high-stakes mixed game player, and he has a safety deposit box like most high-stakes players do at the casinos. You don't have to worry about carrying too much cash with you. Goes in one day. His box has been drilled, which means, he doesn't, his key doesn't work, so he has to drill the box to get in. Drills the box. There's no money in it. It's gone. And there's nothing he can do. So this happened at the beginning of the series. Obviously an awful way to start your series, especially Gordo is like a high-stakes mixed player. He plays all the events. Did not let that deter him from taking down the 10K horse, one of the best mixed events to win for over $400,000. Alex Livingston got second. I believe Brian Yoon got fourth. Pretty stacked final table there. Let's show you how he did it.
Oh, we got a pair over a pair.
Riz. All right, I got 3s.
Chips are going in. The chips are going in. Now, it is stud 8 or better, so Livingston does have some backdoor lows that could come through.
Me, I guess. With a duck.
Quick duck.
Good additional card to have. An ace is a good card. Ace of spades, I'd take that. Yeah.
This one's going to end in a chop, I feel like.
This is a small thing, but I feel like maybe waiting for a 4th street that's...
King is not that bad, actually. King's not that bad.
It's not a
King's
queen
not that bad. No,
for
king
Gordo.
Still not that bad.
Well,
He's got pocket jacks, queen 8. The king's pretty good, actually. I mean, it's not good, but small card would have been better.
Like if Alex catches a king and Gordo catches a queen, he can actually
He
fold
caught the
4th.
ace of spades. I caught an ace.
There you go. Interesting run out here. Gordo with a pair of jacks, still ahead. Livingston with a pair of 3s. Can catch an ace, a king, really any pair.
I don't mind the straight draw sweat.
If Gordo does not improve.
You don't have a
come
backdoor
on.
flush draw. You do.
Too easy. The 2 across.
He's got a pair.
2 pair now.
I get a low draw, and I can also hit aces. This is a good sweat. I get aces up, kings up, trips, or a low draw.
Read it right. Livingston looking for an ace, a king, a 3, or a low to chop it up. Gordo has jacks up right now.
You got it. No cross here would be your best sweat.
I don't ever sweat them. I'm just going to flip it really fast.
Oh, really?
I'm going to wait for you. All right.
Gordo does
How many
not
braces do you
improve. Livingston.
Dude, the lights are moving.
You ready to win your third?
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no.
With the peel. The 9 of
Four
diamonds.
across. Wow. Hey, man. Yeah, really good.
Wow, I have no idea what just happened. DePaulo is frantically Googling to see what happened. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm just going to tell you straight up. We have no idea what just happened. A lot of chest, a lot of cards, a lot of chirping from Alex Livingston. Might have mushed himself there. But in the end, Mike Gordinsky, Gordo, one of the most loved poker players in the poker community. You see that great bracelet shot with the guy potentially jizzing in the background out of excitement. But yeah, that really great stuff from Gordo. I do not understand mixed games other than they just look really soft every time you see one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, we got
Stud is
pair over
crazy, too,
pair.
because not only do you need to know your own hand, you got to look at their board, right? You got to learn other people's hands.
Yeah, I thought you knew mixed games.
I'm a mixed game specialist, as many of the great fallen no-limit hold'em players, once they decline a little bit, just claim, learn the game in 5 minutes, make a deep run, and declare themselves such. I made that declaration last year in the very event I bagged, knocking out Phil Hellmuth.
Yeah, shout out to all the fallen no-limit players who have played events for 30 days straight, have not found a way to make any money or satisfy their backers, and are now misregs.
Misregs, but mixed games rejuvenate you. There's 1.8 people drinking per table. It's really kind of a laid-back environment. People kind of figuring out the strategy on the go. We're looking at the Salute to Warriors final table. Shout-outs to the Warriors. Shout-outs to the troops. I thought this event was raked a lot higher than any, the other events, but it's not actually. The WSOP just kind of splits it and gives some to the Veterans Society or something. I don't know. The only charity I give to is the Guide Dog Foundation for seeing eye dogs, but I would support the veterans, I guess.
You heard it first from DePaulo. Yeah, speaking of Warriors, all you chat warriors out there, we don't have chat misregs. We have the best chat regs. Hit the like button.
It's too early to ask them. We got to give them more
Sorry,
content
guys.
before.
We'll maybe do it, but
It's called a value proposition. What are you delivering to the people
Well,
on YouTube? We have more to deliver.
We gave him the stud hand, didn't we?
You're right, yeah. With our great analysis, wild stud hand. You saw there Alex Livingston showing the chest like Sweet Lou Garza with the drip, proposed to his wife. He may already be married. He three-bet proposed. The Canadian with the swagger doesn't get it done against the guy who got his entire bankroll robbed right before the series. Bellagio, my least favorite casino to walk through because it's like Times Square. Now I will never have a safety deposit box there. And I was on a path to. Let's be real. I was going to put in my 2,400 monster stack cash this week.
DePaulo not really needing a box too much when you kind of need money to have a box. But yeah, we got a lot going on. Producer John is frantically typing something. We're going to show you the Butcher. I'm not sure why he's called that, but...
That's the Butcher. That's the memo we got, and you're looking at him. The Butcher, there's the final 27 of the Millionaire Maker, maybe 26 now, 25, who knows. Ian Matakis is deep in that, right? And he and Sean Deeb are neck and neck for Player of the Year. Sean Deeb just took over the lead because they're a little behind with the points, right? Sean Deeb tweeted out something like, I just want to run away with this now and make everyone else give up. But he's not going to be the leader after Ian's deep run, whatever it happens to be in the Millionaire Maker gets calculated because it's a formula of buy an event times field size times whatever. As we look at the Butcher, neither of us really know who this is.
The guy butchered a Subway sandwich with Nick Palma before this tournament started.
But the Sean Deeb Matakis Player of the Year is still well alive. I don't know. Some formula. You know the formula?
No, I mean, it's funny because Matakis is just like a no-limit player, so he won an online bracelet. He's going deep in this. He has a lot of cashes, but the mixed games players are probably sick, you know what I mean? Because Chad Evelsage won back-to-back deuce to 7 Badungi events or something, and it's oh, he should have the bracelet. No, Ian Matakis is going to win it just in open field no-limit events, just by pure skill. Is Ian Matakis the Butcher?
He could be. He could not be. A lot of speculation here. A lot of debate on both sides. Is Ian Matakis the Butcher? Is this the same person? We have all the journalism here. We're working really hard behind the scenes to figure this out immediately and get to the bottom of this.
My notes, don't worry, guys. I'm going to find it in my notes. But speaking of getting to the bottom of it, the seniors event concluded in epic fashion yesterday. I'll show you guys what happened.
Hang and Fahey are going to need to find a hand and go with it. Billy Baxter has a little bit more breathing room now after that double up, but speaking of a hand and going with it, Fahey, 2 kings.
Wow.
There we go.
Shannon Fahey, fresh off of having to fold versus Heimiller when he put her all in. Finding an absolute premium here. Kings were kind to her last night.
Oh, yes.
Last night she spiked a king versus the aces of Lonnie Hallett. Let's see if she can find some action here with pocket
Ang
kings.
looks like, or Ang, he looks like he's got.
Oh, kings versus
the
kings.
other kings.
I mean,
this event is out of control.
of course, both players here hoping to get the other player all in.
Oh, yes.
All in.
All right,
Raise all in.
chat, let us know who's going to make a flush. That's the only thing we can root for in this situation.
Wow.
We have kings versus kings.
Black versus red.
Red king versus black king.
Wow, unbelievable.
What suit are we going to see on this flop to make it interesting? Of course, they're going to split this flop the vast majority of the time.
Black.
Black versus red.
Always bet on black.
Have
Come
a
on.
sweat.
Donnie, I'll take hearts.
All right, I'll take spades. You gotta take spades, right? I mean,
Faye has done it before when she was the underdog. Let's see what comes out here. Oh, it is hearts!
oh, we got all hearts. Remco called it. Look at Faye. He can't believe it.
Oh my God.
Gets it all in with the best hand. Now she has a sweat. Look at her. She can't even look. She's pacing.
Oh my God. Fahey, 1 heart away.
There it is.
Oh my God. Gordon Eng eliminated in 5th place. Kings versus kings. What an absolutely epic hand here at this final table. Shannon Fahey is shaking her head. She cannot believe it. I don't want to say that I call it, but I called it.
That's just about a double up for Shannon Fahey.
Gordon Eng, I didn't even know he was eligible for this. Longtime Borgata grinder. Dare I say, legend?
Well, speaking of legends, we got Matt Berkey, Rigging it up in the 3K, deep in the freeze out, final 100-something players. Mintzy's out there. We should go before he.
Yeah, Mintzy came from a formal
podcast
event
shout-out and all
here.
that
So
too. Yeah, of course. What's the name of it again? I forgot. I follow it. All right, we're live out in the field here, day 2 of the World Series of Poker, $3,000 event. We're joined by a man that makes quite an impact to the poker community, Matt Berkey, and it looks like he's run up some chips today. How are we doing?
Good. I had 8 blinds, then I had 80 blinds, and now I have 40 blinds. So it's a good day. Hold on, I'm under the gun.
Okay. I guess it's all a matter of perspective. You know, 8 blinds is pretty crappy. You get to 80, down to 40, but still 5 times more than you started with, right?
Yeah. No, we're in a good spot. I'm very tired. I slept for 4 hours because this turnaround time is ridiculous. But I'm planning on having the deck hit me in the face.
Well, I actually do want to bring that up. You mentioned the tournament time being ridiculous. I mean, they're starting these things at 10 a.m. These restarts are at 10 a.m. When are people supposed to sleep?
When you're dead, Mintzy. That's when you're dead. You look mighty spiffy today. I'm not used to seeing this version of you.
Yeah, no, it's a new Ben Mintz today. We're nothing but a straight and narrow the next 21 days. Also, you've got a podcast that has made some waves in the poker world. You also just had that big heads-up match. You know, you're a very busy man in the poker world.
I heard you're joining me for both, actually, that you were going to come on the pod and then play me heads up. Is there any truth to this?
I feel like there's a better chance of me joining you on the pod than playing you in high stakes heads up. Just my instinct.
This is how you work the angle, right? Like you say, I'm going to mention your pod, and I say, okay, I'm going to make a commitment for you when you're not ready.
Yeah, well, you know, I know, Berkey. You're not a spot a sucker, but I don't know if we quite have the bankroll to play for millions of dollars heads up, but maybe one day.
All right, well, we can hit airball up.
Hit airball up. Hey, I probably got more experience than he does. Who knows? All right. Well, good luck today. Day 2 of the 3K in the money. Only 115 left. And then check out your pod. How can we follow your podcast?
Only Friends Pod.
Only Friends Pod. I didn't know there were friends in the poker world. So there you go. Check out the Only Friends Pod. Good luck to Matt Berkey on day 2. Also, you're part of Solve for Why, right?
Yep. Yeah. Thanks so much.
Solve for Why. You're going to get some training, get your mind right. I probably need it if I'm going to take all Berkey and high stakes heads up. Back to Will and Ron. Thank you.
Have you seen Mintzy coming from a southern courtship thing where the graduating class of women get matched up with 30 to 40-year-olds? It's a southern tradition. Creepy, but natural order.
And Berkey confirmed not part of the inner circle.
Berkey confirmed not part of the inner circle. I don't know what you're referring to, but confirmed.
You don't know the inner circle joke?
From Poke?
Yeah.
Oh, where? Well,
someone in chat just said Berkey confirmed not part of the inner circle.
Because this is what he yelled at Doug Polk when there was Polk.
You're on the outs.
Yeah. He
We'll do
tells
it.
Nobody
them-
likes
Take
you.
you up on the
Nobody in the inner circle wants you
Yeah,
in
we gotta-
inside of
you get a chance,
the
I'll get you on
circle.
this, too.
The Only Friends
Okay, gotta get
podcast, a
Ryan's
great
on.
show. I was lined up to do it. There was a battle for my time. Which podcast would I do for free, despite playing every day, trying to do my own vlogs and do Punter's Pad? Would I go to Only Friends a couple days a week or come here? Will and you guys won out, and the viewers won because I'm here. But
Well, if
Only
you
Friends,
guys,
great show.
yeah, DePaulo had a disastrous Only Friends episode. But if you guys want to be in the inner circle here with me, DePaulo, the security guard, and producer John, you know what to do. Hit the like button. You will immediately get an email. Subscribe, share it. Speaking of inner circles, the Luke Vrabel,
got any
Nikki
chips?
Palma
How you
inner
doing?
circle
Any
looks like we have a Panda Express meal, I believe, there.
Always eating.
Yeah, the guy stays fit in terms of eating a lot of food.
We should call him. Let's make up nicknames for people like Nikki Parmesan Palma or
Nikki
something.
Chicken Parm with
Nikki Chicken Parm.
Nikki Chicken Parm, DePaulo's third cousin over there, still in the 3K, having a good summer, feeling good. He called into a Twitter space I did the other night from a salon, and in the background you just heard all these voices like, "What you want to do?" And it sounded like it sounded like Better Call Saul, like the office that Better Call Saul had in the show. But
Yeah, New Yorker is famous for eating bad Chinese food. Sorry, I thought you were done with your sentence. I got to stop cutting you off.
I was. Feel free to cut me off whenever. I lost my train of thought, though, but thank you guys so much for being here.
Fuck, stop thanking them and asking them shit. Let's just keep going with the show. We're looking at Nick Palma. He's in the final something of the 3K. He's in the final whatever 100. We got, like I said, we got the Millionaire Maker. 2 people are going to make $1 million. I know we're in bed with WSOP, but those payouts are fucking retarded. And I know I'm not supposed to say those words either, but it's just the only way to describe it. It goes 1 point something million, 1.2 million, 1 million, and then third place is 650,000 because they just wanted to have the top 2 get $1 million. So the pay jump from third to second is twice as much as the pay jump from second to first. Yes, this will only be a problem for 3 people. Yes, we're all complaining because we just like to say things. Yes, I shouldn't say the word retarded or bash WSOP on the show, but I got to do what I got to do.
DePaulo, follow the code. If you say something bad, don't bring it up. Don't bring it. I won't bring it up to a reg later in the hallway. You don't say it on the show. We just let it go into the ether, and hopefully nobody finds it. But that's neither here nor there. Deep in the Millionaire Maker, we do have the 25K PLO,
So, yeah, it's an
an
organized
event
chaos.
I have to
Organized chaos.
inform you guys I did not find the funding for. Truly disastrous outcome. I'm sure I wouldn't have cashed, but my God, was this a good tournament. Dylan Wiseman, obviously the chip leader, one of the best PLO tournament players in the world, wearing those kind of, the type of glasses that...
Cataracts ladies wear.
Exactly. Just an incredible tournament. $25,000 buy-in. $2.3 million for the winner. $1.4 million for second. Almost $1 million for third place. I mean, I should have just sold 85% of myself at markup like DePaulo had suggested. Another crusher. I mean, this guy, he either runs really good, he cheats, or is a really good player. Chance Corneth, maybe all 3. Second in chips. I mean, how do these guys do it, DePaulo?
Wait, Wiseman has a chip lead and Chance is second coming into day 2? It doesn't matter. They both have massive stacks. I think Chance may have chip. I don't know, but I don't know how he does it. He won the mystery bounty at the Win recently. I got to play with him a little bit, actually. He was critiquing my vlog technique. But it's the same guys often. I saw Ike Haxton. Did he bag? I saw his mask like floating around in there. I saw you loitering around.
I was
lamenting the
loitering
fact,
around, yeah.
Late at night. I was induced to 7 single draw, and I just see Will walk in. It's like nearly like 11 p.m. or something. Sometime you should be in bed prepping for the show, resting
Yeah,
up.
sorry guys. Apologies for my sloppiness today. Let's go out to this table because we have an epic matchup here between Patrick Fish and Chips Leonard and Nikki Chicken Parm. America versus England. A tale as old as time. Now there's a third player involved, maybe a Scandinavian.
And I don't even think a flop has come out yet. And we got 3 players involved in this hand. Unbelievable.
No, it was just pre-flop action, I think.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Cutting edge stuff here. This is what we bring you on High Noon. We don't mess around. Nicky Palma's all in.
Oh.
Or he's going to show. His chips are in the middle. Yeah, and he's got his cards out there. Okay, we have an all-in with Nicky Chicken Parm here. Potentially a veal parm at stake. He doesn't like the flop. He shakes his head a little.
We cannot see the whole cards from here. We have to read their body language.
Nicky does not look happy. He's still got chips, but yeah, you see him counting his chips.
Oh,
wait,
no.
wait, what's going on here?
Queen 9 versus Ace Queen, and looks like there's a 9 came on the board.
The only way Nicky Chicken Parm loses,
Oh man,
bad luck. Look at
Oh,
him. He's
yeah.
shaking his head. He's not happy. He's not
he's
happy.
saying something along the lines of the only way they could get me. That's the only way they could get me.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bust out interview.
Well, he may be able to spin one chip up.
No, he's got only one chip left. We definitely got to get Mintzy to get the bust out interview with Nicky Chicken Parm.
I'd like to see some
How did the
millionaire.
3K
Who knows what I want to see? I don't have a. I just.
Yeah, you don't have a vote,
I'm
so
commenting on what we see.
You played 3 hands.
But brutal. This is tournament poker. You know,
Yeah.
you get into day 2. They're in the final 115 players in this 3K out of, 1,600. You have a sweat, and then some guy calls it with Queen 9, gets a 9. You have Ace Queen. It's.
if it's
really
any
is.
consolation to Nicky Chicken Parm, the shredded beef wasn't too crispy today at Panda Express that he's eating. So
Back to the 25K.
all about the silver linings.
I know
You
gotta
told
do it.
me
You're full-time.
behind the scenes, and I think you'll learn this about me. You
full-time
should
player,
watch
go
what you
for
tell
it.
me in private. You said you would have
I don't mind
you
it,
sold
but
too
it's
much
all
of
about
yourself to live with yourself.
Tomorrow,
Is this an
it's
ego
600,
thing?
right?
I play for 5% of myself.
Are you-
Oh, I
I'm
don't
gonna
really,
play
but by mistake I have.
the daily guy.
Yeah, so during the COVID series, I played the 25K, and I sold a lot, and I swapped. And to be honest with you, it was just confusing. Like, I didn't know what I was rooting for.
Well, you never want to be in a position where you sell so much that you're rooting to lose.
That's what it felt like, honestly. Like I felt like I wasn't sure if I wanted to win or lose. Didn't want to put myself into that mental gymnasium in this 25K. Kind of wish I did because it's such a juicy tournament. My God, the fields here at the World Series, bigger than Rob Kuhn cannonball at the punter's pad, just splashing water on everyone. I mean, these fields are ginormous, DePaulo. Everything is huge. The Millionaire Maker. Now Nicky Palma is all in for the rest of his cheese. Hopefully he can bust out so we can get an interview with him.
No, don't root for him to bust out just so we can get for our selfish needs. What a evil. You heard it here first. Will confirm for Scum, hoping that great friends of the show lose so we can get an interview. I mean, yes, we want the content, but you have to learn to rein it in.
Nicky Palma is not happy. I mean,
No,
look,
I love how we are just covering Nicky Palma. There's like all these other pros out there. There's like tons of stuff. This is so inside poker. Like I think we're probably
yeah,
2 out of
we
the 5
are-
people who care.
Welcome to being inside the Matrix. This is not this is not the blue pill. This is what happens when you're really plugged in. You don't cover Mattisau winning or Negreanu or Phil Ivey. It's all about Nicky Chicken Parm. Let's see if we can get a word. He's still eating that Panda Express, which I believe is Panda Express. Let's see if the Southern gentleman can get a word with him.
Hopefully, he found a wife today.
All right, we're out in the field. We're joined by Nicky P. Just walked up to his table. Day 2 of the WSOP $3,000 buy-in. I see him get all his money in with Ace Queen against Queen 9. He did not win. He's now eating Chinese food on the rail. How we doing?
I honestly didn't even want to win that hand. I mean, what's first in this? 675? Yeah, that wasn't enough. If it was $1 million, I would have wanted to win, but 675, whatever.
Yeah, 675, not enough for high rollers like Nicky P. Also want to ask you, I saw a picture, and there are rumors of an altercation with you and a dealer and 3 security guards at the table or something. What the hell happened a day or 2 ago?
Oh, that was a joke. Nothing more to be said than that. That was a joke.
So, classic misunderstanding, for real? Really a joke?
Oh, classic, yes. We pulled the table, and that one person thought I should have got a penalty, and I got a penalty. What are you going to do?
Okay, well, hey, man, the great...
Just like sometimes you lose ace queen to queen 9, things aren't the way it's supposed to be,
Hey, the greats are often misunderstood. So, but how's your summer going? I know we know you hit that big third for 180,000 or something. You're obviously making a lot of runs. How we feeling?
I would have preferred to do a little better in this tournament, but I guess I'm going to have to do good in the 1,500, half no limit, half PLO tournament.
Well, this one was only, like you said, only 675 up top. Not big enough for a high roller like Nicky P. How can we follow you on Twitter? I enjoy following your videos and content.
Nick_Palma1010. And, we're going to make a run in the main event, and we'll be in there with a few tables and see what happens.
Yeah, nobody grinds harder than Nicky P. Give him a follow. Funny dude. Always enjoy supporting him. Good luck in the 1,500 half and half. And sorry about that 3-outer. At least you got some good Chinese food.
Good luck, everybody.
All right, we're back to one round.
Brutal beat for Nick Palma. Queen 9 beats Ace Queen. The only way a player like that could ever bust a tournament. I just want to take a second to give a shout out to one of my good friends and mentors, Greta Thunberg. You see me drinking this iced coffee without a straw. It is made out of completely invisible metal, which is not, which is biodegradable. But yeah, huge something.
I was gonna let you hang on that one.
The one time you don't interject, great, great. But
Nick Palma busting in the 3K. We also have the Salute to Warriors, as I said, the final table. They're playing for $217,000. I didn't shout out Ryan Araquezo, who won his third bracelet online on Sunday, playing from his phone, pulling a DePaulo special almost, playing from his phone in horrible conditions on a horrible app, winning online bracelet for 100-something thousand. Congratulations to him.
yeah, we got the Butcher. The Butcher just won a big pot celebrating with his rail. Yeah, shout out to Ryan Araquezo, formerly one of the dustiest regs. Did speak to him last night, had a big chunk of himself in that thing, so he is no longer on the Mizreg list. When you peel off 150 ball on the WSOP app on your phone while playing the Salute to Warriors event, that gets you out of the Mizregery dungeon. But here we are, and there's the man himself, Dan Highmiller, made an amazing run in the seniors, has the highest ROI of any senior out there. Let's show you how he went out.
And of course, that means we can do more live streaming. So please subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot. We got a lot more poker action still to come at the WSOP. As Hallett raises it up with Queen 4 suited, Highmiller finds Ace-Jack offsuit in the small blind, probably contemplating his 3-bet size again.
Raise $6 million.
Once again, Highmiller makes it $6 million to go.
Call.
And Hallett with the quick call here with Queen 4 suited in position.
Okay.
He came to play.
That is right. Play or go home, Remco.
Play or go home, exactly. Just the way Billy Baxter said it.
Heads up.
Excuse me? Did we see a flop yet? He bet blind.
And why not?
Dan Highmiller just bet blind.
Middle pair and a flush draw after betting blind.
What is happening? 2-pair for Hallett. A blind bet by Highmiller. We're 3-handed in a World Series of Poker event with $750,000 up for grabs.
Is Hallett just gonna rip this in?
Like, don't adjust your settings or your TV or your computer. We have a blind bet of $5.5 million, and then this flop comes out. A pair and a flush draw versus 2-pair.
$15 million is the bet.
$15 million is the raise from Hallett. Are we going to see massive fireworks here, Donnie?
I feel like that's what we've been set up to see here. Highmiller has a pair of jacks. He has the nut flush draw.
What is
Can't
going
see
on?
Highmiller folding, but is he going to go all in? Is he going to just call?
What's up?
Seems like he's deep enough. He
dude,
could do
always.
something
I know,
kind of
'cause
funky
you-
and
you
click it
just
back.
did
I mean,
I mean, I bet blind for jokes sometimes, but this is not the time to joke around, ladies and gentlemen.
all in.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Here we go.
We're all in.
How would you like to be Billy Baxter in this spot?
Look at Billy Baxter. He's in shock. There's 138 million chips in the middle.
You better play more chips than I do, right?
Dan Highmiller and Lonnie Hallett are just going for it. A blind bet leading to this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Lonnie Hallett and Highmiller flipping. Turn is a 3 of spades. Now, Hallett becoming the commanding leader with 2-pair. Highmiller, an ace, a jack, or a heart. Or else he'll be eliminated. River card. It's a 5 of spades. We're heads up. Yes! We're heads up. Out of nowhere. Yes!
Congratulations to Lonnie Hallett. Ships the seniors event. I mean, what a tournament. $1,000 buy-in.
That hand was insane, yo. I mean, blind betting is fine after you 3-bet. It's like it's kind of stupid. Like, look, I'm no one to question Dan Highmiller, but you're gonna check dark. Congratulations to who is it?
Lonnie Hallett. And also big shout out to Billy Baxter, the only player at the table who knew what ICM was. Old school gambler, just sneaks into second place, makes a massive pay jump while these two animals go at each other.
Wait, the hand is insane. It's one thing to blind bet if you're like playing cash in Texas, but you're just gonna blind bet final 3 for a bracelet. Again, I'm no one to question the GOAT. One of
you
the
saw
GOATs.
his website. We went through his website yesterday. I mean, guy's not messing
That's
around.
insane.
Speaking of not messing
was
around,
crazy.
let's show you this hand in the 3K. Gets a fold.
I want to see some millionaire maker final. I want to see some people nervous of playing for $1 million, shitting their pants, very scared. But old people apparently don't know about ICM, and I think we've known this. They either play ace-king horribly or well, as we explored yesterday. We see Dan Heimiller. Why not just call there? After you blind bet, the guy calling the 3-bet with queen 4 suited when he can, like, ruin your stack. Not eliminate you, but...
Yeah, it was a very weird hand.
So many decisions were weird.
Yeah, Dan Heimiller, Lenny, doesn't get it done in the seniors. He'll be fine. Still wins a lot of money. I mean... To play the seniors event for 3 days or whatever, $1,000 buy-in, 765,000 smackaroonies going to Lonnie Hallett.
Their brains must have just turned to mush by then. You know, old people gotta go home.
Some sick poker garb here on the rail.
With like a little hat, like the monkey in Aladdin wears, like one that you have to kind of tape on your head, type of thing.
Apu?
Does he wear a hat, or am I thinking of Aladdin's hat?
Shout out to Aladdin, the best cartoon of all time. What an epic movie.
Maybe Beauty and the Beast may be better.
No.
Low key.
No. I mean, I did cry a ton during Beauty of the Beast, but Lady Gaga himself.
No, Beauty of the Beast, you cried. Yes, Beauty and the Beast.
Beast of the
movie.
Southern Wild, I cried in. Shout out to Aladdin, one of the greatest movies. Jasmine, the most beautiful Disney character ever. Also a huge Peter Pan fan. I love the Disney catalog. I don't like the Mulan newer stuff, but I don't really know why I'm saying that. We are here. DePaulo does not have alcohol in his cup, I promise. That's also coffee we've been sharing.
There's
let's
my boy,
let's
Rob
go out.
Cohn.
Can we get some freaking Rob Kuhn shots for Christ's sake? There he is. the man who always looks like he's sweating but never looks like he's exercising. The man who owns unlimited Hawaiian shirts. The poker mind that inspired DePaulo to not care about ICM, even if DePaulo's in the first level of the tournament.
Along with Daniel Lazarus, I hope he's still there. And Nacho Barbero was at that table earlier. That doesn't look like his hair in the 10 or 9 seat. The events I play, we have 10 seats. These guys have made it to the level where you can have only 9. So I think in the 8 seat was Daniel Lazarus. Hopefully he's still alive. I don't know. Can't see. Sweating the pan down if it ever happens. But Rob Kuhn in a pot here. He bagged the chip lead of this tournament pretty big. He was out playing all day.
Yeah, I saw him last night. On the bubble, and he was ordering alcoholic beverages, and I said, is this beer level? And he goes, "Oh, beer level started at level 1 for me," or something.
It's a very Rob thing to say. You think mixed games are game. Well, I guess he knows spots enough, and then when they're kind of turbo-y events, even though this has good levels, he kind of knows what he's doing in many spots. Somebody who studies GTO, but still got to make some live sick reads. Matt Berkey complaining about all the egregious tanking going on near the bubble yesterday. All the stalling. Looks like D-Laz is still there. That's the back of his head in the corner. Oh, and he's being shoved on.
Rob Kuhn, this guy has had enough, taking a stand against the ACR Pro. This event does count towards the Triton competition, correct?
Not the punter's pad one, but the other one. There's 2.
How many competitions are you guys doing?
Yo, my man's Nagy just gives out trips. He's the man, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if that's.
Is that Daniel Lazarus?
I don't know. I'm hoping he's alive. Is like why I'm being silent, even though I'm live broadcasting an update show from the WSOP where I'm supposed to be talking and saying interesting things of what's going on currently. I'm just in silence here, sweating if my friend is still alive with a 1 out of 200 chance to win $700,000, of which I don't have a piece.
So even though Rob Kuhn is the chip leader with about 100-something people left, he has a 1 in 200 chance. You heard it first from his teammate, friend Ryan DePaulo, and I will tell Rob that later.
Rob, good. Rob is like Allen Iverson. Like he doesn't like to play or practice often. He does study, but last 2 World Series, notoriously lazy, notoriously like a player who doesn't like to go to work, right? He would just hang out, wait to hope to get in this Bellagio cash game, and then not play. Now, this year he's actually firing a bit, and he's having some runs. He's having some success, making hero folds. The cream rises to the top eventually, but maybe never. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of exactly who he reminds me of. Rob Kuhn Allen Iverson, Damian Lillard. John Party reminds me more of Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins, the perk. I think we saw Andre Iguodala yesterday in the Bellagio little garden display, Times Square hellhole. Me and Matt Waxman, one of your favorite withered regs, went out to lunch. He celebrated his 200th
Yeah, nothing bad to say about Matt Waxman, who may or may not have threatened to beat my ass in person yesterday. Not going to be calling anybody dusted with a reg. Certainly not this guy, Apesh De Silva, one of the best mid-stakes live tournament players from the Eastern Seaboard.
I was just trying to. Well, isn't he from Houston?
Yeah, Houston's not on the Eastern Seaboard.
Oh, you said not on the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, not on the Eastern Seaboard.
Sorry, I was turning my head rudely looking. Oh, Lindgren busted the Millionaire Maker. He was deep in the Millionaire Maker. We've gotten an update. Eric Lindgren, the GOAT. Speaking of GOATs, yesterday, Mike Matusow had a legit sweat for a bracelet. Legit sweat. He got as far as heads up.
Yeah, a crazy run by the mouth. Obviously, producer John doesn't have any of that footage, but we're going to tell you guys about it. Went deep in some type of mixed event?
Yeah, $1,500 or something or other. I think stud 8. Who the hell knows? They're all bedeezy. He finished heads up, finished second place. Would have one of the legends. We had him here yesterday on the show. He said today was going to be a special day yesterday, despite needing a liquid IV to recover from his hangover, despite wheeling in, not feeling his best. He sensed something was special. Came in second, tweeted out that he feel like he let everyone down. I think you more than exceeded everyone's expectations. Although by your self-grading system, you're one of the greats. I needle Mike, but obviously an actual legend. We throw that term around. Here we have a potential Euro with a backwards baseball hat on in a pot.
That's actually Matt Berkey making a move here. Gets it through. I mean, Burt Daddy loses $150,000 playing cash at Bellagio. Needs to final 5 this just to get even for the week. Kind of an interesting spot.
But it depends how you do degen bracketing. You know, this is a technique Joey the Mush and I and many gamblers have, where you start and end. I need to get even in this time frame. You know, if you select it where you start and end it, you know, today he's up.
Yeah, you heard it first. Degen bracketing, not to be confused with March Madness. He's up today. He's cashed for a few $1,000s. Doesn't matter that he lost 6 figures in a cash game last night. Matt Berkey, I don't know why we're not getting any Millionaire Maker footage. The Butcher over there with a big double. 25K PLO will start. I believe that the Millionaire Maker is going to be covered on PokerGo. I'm not sure about that.
Daniel Lazarus, my boy who I keep shouting out, won it 2 years ago. Got first place. I own 5% of his stake.
Yeah, I know that's why you guys are all here for the Daniel Lazarus updates. We'll be starring in the Lazarus Project on TNT coming soon. Do we have anything else, Producer John, in the queue there?
Jesus, I mean, you could just throw it to me. You don't need to just do this.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
Mintzy was actually at a meeting at Circa.
Yeah, Mintzy was at Circa, but I want to show you guys a legend of the game, one of the greatest players of all time, Gus Hansen himself.
Yo, no haircut, no shave, no updates. That's what happens when the city of sin gets its ugly hands on you and you don't know how to fight your way back later.
Gus Hansen, I don't know, if you guys do not follow the real Gus Hansen on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. The best follow out there. Has updates, videos like that coming all the time.
It's like a cryptic threat in a Batman movie.
Yeah, don't do it, Batman.
Yeah, when Vegas gets you, I will get Vegas.
I will get you, Batman, with a 3-bet in the mixed game at Bellagio.
Showing the hairy chest. Who knew he was even still alive? If you type in Gus Hansen in Google, it auto finishes broke. People searching where he went because he was the Great Dane, wild maniac.
The demise of Gus Hansen has been greatly exaggerated. He is doing well. He's at Bellagio playing massive stakes.
Yeah, I'm aware. If you go to cash games, people don't know. You know, they think you fall off because you can't follow. There's no poker news, no PokerGo. Sorry, PokerGo updates on random private cash games where some of these guys are making millions. There's tons of unknown good players. We're the idiots going for glory out here in these tournaments, studying ICM, and then guys like, you know, High Miller just binked the flush.
On that topic, DePaulo is going to keep going for glory, going to keep selling 50% of himself in 1500s. I'm going to focus more on the social media side, the content creation. I'm gonna go all in on this for you guys. I want to be here for you. I want to be here for the chat. I want to be here to bring you the Nicky Chicken Parm updates that you need. I don't want any distractions, so my tournament schedule is done outside of the main event. If someone wants to get 1.8 is the going rate.
Wait, are you really not going to play until the main?
I'm going to try not to.
Are you even going to be able to play
not
the main?
even not for social media. Obviously, this is just like an hour every day, but they're just I don't know, man.
What? Two Miz?
Two Miz.
Withered Reg, you heard it here first. So when he calls you the Withered Regs out there, Adam Hendricks, Matt Waxman, whoever else, don't take it personal. This is the Withered Reg. You know, he's almost including you in his club. He's too miserable. He grunts at the thought of playing the main event. Half of you in the chat, this is your dream. Hopefully we're getting some Millionaire Maker coverage or some Salute to Warriors type of final table coverage coming in the fold. But you heard it here. Not first. This is like the 7th time you've revealed what a Mizreg you are. Maybe you do belong on the Only Friends podcast because Matt Berkey equally Mizreg, complaining about the stalling for hours today.
Let's get Mintzy in that nice. Mintzy has cleaned up his act. He's gotten the shenanigans out of his system.
Gotten the woman of his dreams at the courtship Southern.
Yeah, shout out to the
today.
Southern courtship program that DePaulo was referencing. It's definitely a real thing that's happening in Las Vegas. You see the rail here at the Millionaire Maker. I believe that's this is the Salute to Warriors. We've been, producer John, again, tripping me up, but I will not be overcome by his ineptitude. Here we have the Butcher at the Salute to Warriors trying to chop up these fellow Warriors. And is that Jason Mercier in the red shirt? Or
No, Jason Mercier actually looks sexy, and I want to issue an apology because yesterday I said he had one of the biggest declines of good looking to not. And then Brent Hanks actually noticed him too, texted me, have you seen Mercier? Horrible take. He looks good. He came up to my table at Juice to 7 to give someone money, and he's in shape. He looks good. He looks sexy. I would smash. I take back what I said. You heard it here first. Not a fall off.
The Butcher just chopping these players up like a piece of pig meat. Kevin Carlson in chat says, what flight are you playing the main, Jaffe? I'm thinking Spirit or Frontier out of here on the main. Look at that rail. Let's see if we can get over to the Millionaire Maker, too. Show you guys a lot of stuff going on here. The 25K, I'm not sure if it started. I'm not sure if it's in the other room. But we have a packed house here. Mintzy has a microphone.
Lurking for interviews.
Yeah, desperately trying to grab some interviews. It doesn't look like he's got any takers there, but...
Oh, they are spreading from him. We can see him off camera as if he's contaminated, as if they're Ike Haxton running from a COVID potential. Mintzy alone.
All right, we're on the rail of the Salute to Warriors $500 final table. Started out with, I don't know, thousands of people. There only looks like 5 or 6 left, and we're going to check out and see who some of these people are pulling for. People are kind of running away from me like I've got the clap right now, but I don't. But we're going to find some people to talk. What's up, man? How are you? Who are we pulling for?
Good. How you doing? We're pulling for Steve Genovese.
Okay. What's your name?
Scott.
Scott? Yeah. So is Steve good friend of yours?
He is. He runs a local poker game by our house. Just we get together and play all the time, and he's probably the best one there, so he's doing pretty well here.
Where are y'all from?
A little north of Los Angeles, in California. Yeah.
So Steve Genovese taking it to the people, and he's doing pretty well. Looks like he's one of the leaders.
Yeah, he's top. There's 6 left. He's in the top 6, so we're hoping.
Only at the World Series of Poker. He can turn $500 and support Salute the Warriors charity and win $217K. It's like the American dream. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm doing fine. Rooting for Vito. His name is Steve Genovese, and he actually taught me how to play poker. So in his garage. So go Vito.
Okay. Vito. Wow. So Vito Genovese, yeah, Steve, but the Vito Genovese. I like that reference for any of y'all that know any American history. Okay. Well, good luck to him, and thank you for coming on PokerGO.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna go back to Will and Ryan from the rail of the $500 Salute to Warriors final table.
So maybe I'm just self-centered or an idiot or I've killed all my brain cells. I know the Butcher. It's Will Butcher. Awesome. He only has like 8K in tournament earnings, but I know him. He's a video poker enthusiast. Worked with Run It Up Reno and Jason Somerville, and I've talked to him a bunch of times. Will the Butcher. The monitor is far, but I thought I recognized him. I don't know. Sorry, Mr. Butcher. But let's go him. Unless there's a veteran in the field, maybe he's a veteran too. Be fitting if a Warrior won the Warriors a salute. Playing for like 200,000, huh? This guy may be a Korean War vet, or is he actually? Oh God, damn it! just gave him Stolen Valor, which is a whole genre of YouTube videos where people are walking around in fatigue, and people confront them and say, "Oh, what battalion, whatever were you in?" And they're like, "I don't know," and then they just like kind of like shame them publicly, which is a good thing to do.
Another shout out to Kevin Carlson, $20 super chat, says it's going directly to my main event. It's not. It's going to PokerGo, but thank you, buddy. We do have an update. Circa Casino cage floor person or something literally gave away $1 million.
No, here's what happened. I actually read the story because it seems, even though I'm the unpaid one, I do more show prep than Will these days. So a young man, 23-year-old, whatever his name is, Luis Gonzalez, some shit, he called up the Circa cage and said he was the casino owner and needed money, but he had to be met off-site to fix some fire alarms or something like this, and they gave him 4 different cash-in-hand transactions away from the property, totaling like $1.2 million. They traced his car back, caught him very quickly, but the cage either stupid enough or in on it to just get a call and be like, "Hello, I'm Mr. Circa. I need, can you meet me in this alleyway?" Gives the guy $1.1 million. They only got back $850K. This dude is fucked. You in Vegas, especially, you go to war with Derek Stevens. You impersonate him. I don't know who that is, but apparently he's the owner. You go to war with him. You go to war with the powers that be in Las Vegas. Yo, Mr. Win. You can bet Mr. Caesar,
I know, but I mean, your big
Julius,
bonds is just
and
a
then
big bond,
Mr.
Yeah, apparently,
MGM?
do try this at home. Try to go up to the casino and just say, "Hey, I'm the owner. I need $1.2 million in cash
They're
to
gonna go at him
to pay for the fire department."
Yo, insane that he actually got it. Who knows what the hell's going on? But don't mess with casinos. I remember the guy who made fake poker chips at Borgata got 5 years, which seemed way severe. I can only imagine if you ask for $1 million and they hand it to you, what the punishment might be. Although that seems to be their fault. You know, maybe he was going to spend it on fire safety. We need to do an investigation. I don't really know. As we see, the Millionaire Maker probably. I have my day 2 in a couple of minutes. I have to go over to the deuce to 7, go to the bathroom, do what I got to do.
Are you going to take a pregame dump?
What's this?
Do I? No, I'm not really nervous. I thought about it earlier.
Being in the final 80 of the deuce to 7 with a
Yeah.
short stack doesn't really get the nerves going, does it?
In the final 160.
Yeah. Millie Maker, guy's name is Champ. Just incredible notes from our producer, John, really. Just want to give a shout-out to him. This show does not run without his hard work, his tenacity, his incredible knack for giving us completely useless information.
Apparently
over
he's
and
a
over
local
again.
grinder, which in Las Vegas means quite nothing. He's one of any of these WSOP entrants. They're all local Vegas grinders.
Could literally be anyone. Producer John says blame Brent, but we're not going to do that. We know Brent Hanks knows what he's doing. We also know producer John has had a very high technical difficulty track record. DePaulo's going to play the deuce to 7 Badungi quadruple draw.
With single draw, no limit, but yeah.
Yeah, he'll need to probably win first place for it to matter. 22 players left in the Millionaire Maker. Kind of like the mini main event, right? Like, you buy in for $1,500, you could win $1.5 million?
Yeah, 1.2 million, something like that. There's 2 places get paid $1 million. They're all guaranteed $50K at least by now. I think $55K. So despite the payout structure being really stupid on top, in these mid-levels, they made it not so bad. You play hour levels, same as the Monster Stack. Long, great tournament. The only other big field giant zoo fest coming up is the Colossus. $400, I believe, starts this upcoming weekend. We have the ladies event coming up, the Super Seniors.
Yeah, we still got, I don't know how, but we still have like 3 weeks left.
Yeah, no, it went from feeling like very early in the series, like to there's time, to being like, how is it not over? I don't understand.
The World Series changed their schedule a few years back where it used to be like the main was it and it was done. Now they have all these post-limbs, and so if you guys are here and you're buried, just keep firing if you have money. You probably won't hit anything, but
never give up hope.
Never give up hope. Just like DePaulo.
Yeah, what I play for is how I felt this morning, waking up with some hope. I'll probably just bubble or lose right away, but at least I bagged chips. And, it was worth the $1,500 to wake up today with a hope to have a hope,
Yeah, DePaulo, look, was down and out. Things weren't going well in live tournaments. His vlog was just plummeting in terms of numbers.
Not true.
was considering living in Joey DeMush's basement just to really kind of get himself back on his feet. Found high noon and has completely turned it around. His trajectory is only upwards now. So happy to just be able to be a part of this positive, uplifting story. The turnaround for Ryan DePaulo.
Yeah, I mean, and it starts with $1,500 of other people's money in a dream.
And the key here is, guys, chase your losses. For Christ's sake, if you are stuck and you still have money, do not put that money in an index fund. Get out here to the Horseshoe. Play the Salute to Seniors double stack next week. There's tournaments everywhere. And what will happen is these casinos are smart. They will keep offering these enticing tournaments while everyone's buried. The more people are buried, the more enticing tournaments there'll be. So the win has a 1.6K. I hate when people talk about buy-ins like that. Also, people talking about the $800 event like the 0.8K.
I haven't heard anybody call it that yet, but yeah.
Did you play the 0.8K? Oh my God! And we've got a legend in the field of the 3K. None other than Dario Sammartino, the Italian genius. Good friends with Mustafa Kanit. Strong contingent of Italian players. I did want to share that last night I was playing cash here. Sorry, this is the reason I'm so out of it today. I was playing cash at like 3 a.m. There's this American whale, this nice guy, but he's just a whale. He has lost like legitimately $20,000 to this Italian reg. And like they're just talking. The Italian reg is sitting there getting a massage, and like out of nowhere, the Italian reg just looks at the dealer dead serious and just goes, okay, "Can we get the new setup?" the American guy, who I'm not even kidding you, is down like 40,000 or something in just like a dusty 5-10-25 game.
Yeah.
Just looks at the guy, and the guy at the time's like, what? Like it's the car's dirty. It was so good. The moment of tilt. I also would like it to be known that I hit and ran. Mintzy, meanwhile, looks like he's about to go to prom or something. Let's get out to him in the field just so you guys can see how sharp he's looking out there.
Yeah, I gotta go. I won't be back when you come back. So
yeah,
I'll
let's
see you
go
guys
out to
tomorrow.
Mintzy. Yeah, say goodbye to DePaulo. He's off the show now for good.
All right, we're here to ambush the man that equals ratings like no other at the World Series of Poker. I don't think he knows we're here. He looks like his back is turned. He's deep in thought. The one, the only, Chainsaw Alan Kessler on the rail of the Millionaire Maker. How are we doing today?
Oh, my God, the Poker News curse happened again yesterday. I was chip leader through 6 levels of this single draw deuce. I literally did not win one hand after they posted my chips that played to the last draw. I completely bricked. From level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So tell us more about you said the Poker News curse. This is a real thing. It's when they start reporting chip counts. It's when they give you love. What do you mean by that?
As soon as they report that I'm doing well in a tournament, I go poof. That's how it works.
Yeah, I actually feel like that's a real thing in poker. Whenever I tweet I'm doing well, everything goes to hell too. So maybe grinding quietly is the way to go. So what
bring this today?
What do we have here?
If I bust, I'm going to take a big risk and play the 10K stud 8 for my team No Gamble, No Future.
Look at that. Kessler, a team member. He's a member of the No Gamble, No Future 25K fantasy team that our guys Brent Hanks and Jeff Platt have. So
really interesting question, though. I came in 200th place out of 8,200 people, and I got 1 whole point for my team. It doesn't seem remotely possible, so if somebody can look into that.
Chainsaw has a beef with the point system, guys.
25K fantasy. Look, check it out. 25kfantasy.com. I came in 203rd out of 8,200 people. Got 1 point.
What are you playing now before the 10K stud?
I'm day 2 of this triple draw with the crumbs that I have left.
It's crumbs. Well, you know what? A man, if there's any man that could ever turn rags to riches, it's the Chainsaw Alan Kessler. Good luck. Good luck running it up. He's got a free Diet Coke. Probably got some slot play. The world is truly his oyster. Back to Ryan and Will.
I am joined now by a special guest. DePaulo's out. My new co-host here, an actual good player. I believe bracelet winner?
Nah, not quite, man.
Oh, sorry, my bad. This is Zach Grunberg, a.k.a. Hustler Grun, online legend. How's it going, Grun?
Dude, it's going pretty good, man. I can't complain. Both 2 of my roommates actually are deep in the Millie Maker right now, so I'm on the rail.
Okay, so are you sweating?
I'm sweating. Yeah.
Are we sweating out of friendship or a piece or both?
We're sweating out a little bit of both. But one's Ian Matakias. That's how you pronounce his last name. So he is currently beating Deeb for player of the series. And then Mike McNick's just one of my boys from back home, Pennsylvania.
Okay, so this is a story. I'm glad we got you. How is this guy beating out Deeb? Who is like what is he doing? He's only playing no limit events. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, so he doesn't play any mixed. He does play Omaha though, but dude, I mean, he's just registering tournaments and basically making runs, cashing a lot. I think he has 3 or 4 final tables, or maybe just like final 9. I think at 6 max he got 9th. So he's still in the Millie Maker somehow. So this kid's killing it from Minnesota.
Sick. So he's having an epic summer. Would be sick to win the Player of the Year that way. I remember Greggy did it. You have to do so well in open field, no limit events. Greggy in 2012 won the 10K 6 max and won the main. Matakis, if he ships the Millionaire Maker, that's got to give him a really good shot.
Yeah.
But pretty sick sweat. What's going on with you? We got Nick Schulman out in the field. How is your summer going? How's everything going for the Groon Daddy?
Yeah, so I came out here. I final tabled the TOC right off the rip. But I got 9th. I got kings to aces, unfortunately. I've had a few cashes, but just kind of enjoying myself, sweating my boys. I mean, Ian's just making run after run, so I just find myself. I'm a railbird now, man.
Groon, you heard a professional railbird. I mean, to be honest, it's kind of nice when you have a little chunky sweat of someone. You don't have to do any of the decision making yourself. You can just sit down, grab a beer, have a smoke, or just watch. What are you doing? Are you playing full time these days? Tell me a little bit about what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not having a beer, not having a smoke. I've been sober almost 10 years now, so I am on the Greg Merson train of sobriety. Still playing tournaments. I mean, not as much as I once was. We have legal poker in Pennsylvania, so it's been really nice just chilling in my house. I got 3 cats. I'm just chilling, man. I still enjoy coming out here for the series, do a few WPTs, but that's about it.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, congrats to Groon on the sobriety. I myself quit weed for 8 years. Back on it, unfortunately, but it is what I will say is like when you smoke a lot, when you do a lot of drugs, and then you get sober and you really commit to it, kind of feels like being high just because it's so different. Should I not say that?
I mean, I guess I would ask you, how do you feel going back to smoking?
I did it a long time ago. Not great.
Okay, not great.
I mean, look, I think that the best way to do it is the Groon approach. If you have something that you just cannot put down, just put it down for good. Enjoy life. Groon Daddy's doing that with his cats on the rail. Still grinding on. What's great about PA is I know you can win like a 29-person event and then
really
get in
can.
the Tournament of Champions.
They just hand them out. You register and they just give it to you.
Easiest place to win a bracelet by far.
That or Michigan, I guess.
Yeah, the smallest pools in the world.
One of our own. Not only can the man multitask and co-host High Noon every day, but apparently he can also play low ball too. The more you know, Ryan DePaulo getting ready for day 2. How we doing?
Good. It's a great game. Thanks. It's an honor to be on the show. Hi, everyone at High Noon. Big fan. And, it's a fun game. It's the best gateway drug to mixed games for no limit hold'em players because there's blinds, only one street you have to learn, one draw, right? You just no limit. You can just punt off your stack anytime you want. It's a great gateway draw, right? Some of the regs legends at the table are giggling because they know it's true.
Well, so I heard you had a beef. You said I should have had more chips in the bag. It looks like your chip stack looks pretty fine to me. What's going on?
Oh, it was an internal beef where I was opening my bag and hoping there were some more in the crevices. But I should have no chips basically with some of the things I did yesterday probably. But here we are, average stack. Guy eating banana, making eye contact with me. Which
the dickhead hat too.
Dickhead hat. Confirm no. I should know his name, but why Google your table in a mixed game event? Who really cares? You can figure it out. 160 players left. 83 paid?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're on DePaulo. They got to react to you. Why are you worried about them?
Yo, thanks, Mintzy. You're Mintzy. They got to react to you. Yo.
Well, good luck to one of our own. Day 2 of the No Limit Deuce to 7 low ball. I didn't even know he knew how to play the game, and now he's going to make a run at a bracelet. Let's go, Ryan DePaulo.
Thanks, dude. Thanks, man.
All right, back to Will and whoever else. I think Hustler. Is that Hustler Groon? Whoever the hell else is with him.
Yeah, that is Hustler Groon. What is going on with that banana? Just cutting edge footage from day 2. So tell me a little bit. What's your plans for the rest of the summer? You're obviously going to sweat your buddy. You playing any more tournaments before the main?
I mean, you know how it is, Will. Just playing every day, basically. I think I'm going to play up to the main, see how I do in the main, and how I do between now and then probably just go home as soon as the main's over, but, they might convince me to stay the rest of the way. Who knows?
So tell us a little, how do you deal with, just coming out here and bricking, 30 events? What's the key to that mental struggle?
I think that's happened to me one time, and, man, I wasn't in a good place mentally at that point. I think that's when I was still actually doing drugs, so I was probably just snorting oxys, high as hell.
All right, we're going to actually wrap up our show now, guys. Thank you so much for being here, for the producer, John, and all of his mistakes, for Mintzy and his really sharp look today, for the dealers, the floor people. Ryan DePaulo will not be joining us anymore. Grun's going to co-host this with me going forward, much more level-headed and solid. Thank you guys so much for being here. Producer John, get us out of here.
We're in the hallway at Paris at the World Series of Poker, and we have got some serious merchandise for you to check out. Let's take a look around and see what we can find, because I know there's a lot of items I'm looking forward to wearing this summer. It's always cold in these rooms. Look, it may be hot outside in the desert in the summertime, but you're still going to need a hoodie when you're at the World Series of Poker, and we've got a bunch of good ones for you to check out. We got PokerGO Tour, pull over. We're joined by Brian.
Hello.
Well, I'm about to go pick out some merch because, luckily for me, I think PokerGO felt sorry for me and hired me this summer. So I need to get some PokerGO swag to rep out here at the World Series. Brian, what should I get?
I would say first I would spin a wheel, because then you can get a 10% discount.
10% discount? You're telling me I don't get free merch? Look, I thought it was assumed I got free merch coming out here. I'm really kind of going through a tough stretch here. You sure you don't have anything free for me?
100% do not have anything. I have sticker. Want a sticker? Let's go to the wheel.
Okay, let's go to the wheel. It seems like PokerGo's doing pretty well. I didn't know times were that tight.
Yeah, no, times are definitely tight. Definitely tight.
Well, maybe let's spin the wheel. The wheel, I've been told the wheel is just. So let's see what we get. Let's see if I can run a little better with this wheel that I've been running out here so far.
Look at this. An annual PokerGo subscription. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so honored. And while you're at it on the annual PokerGo subscription, if you want one of those, sign up with code Mintzy, $20 off. I mean, you have to get PokerGo. We're the best World Series of Poker content all summer long. Check us out. Live streams of featured tables, and we've got a high noon show, the only daily show from the World Series of Poker.